Pride Nation, we're here after Greensboro College advances to their first USA South Conference Championship Series since 2019. I'm joined now by Rush Bowman. Rush, walk us through just all the emotion about that game. It was a wild game, but with stops and starts and restarts and whatever else, but you guys pulled it out.
We pulled it out. I'm just happy it was a team game. Just happy to be a part of it.
Talk about just your season, obviously not a starter when the season started, and on the unfortunate injury to Vasquez, and you take advantage of the opportunity, and the bat shows up in a big way, and you end up first team all conference this year.
Well, I think everybody has a role on this team. It doesn't really matter if you're a starter or not. I think you got to come in and do your job, and fortunately I was able to do that this season, so hopefully we can keep rolling.
Talk a little bit about what you guys had to do to stay focused during those weather delays.
Lots of bananas. Just no cramping. So it's a long one. It was a hot one, but we had to get it done. So
look ahead to next week. Now, obviously, you celebrate this, but a tough Methodist opponent. What do you guys remember from that last series? What do you think?
It was a tough one. Barefoot went down. That was tough. It kind of messed up our mojo a little bit, but I think we're hungry and we're ready.
And joined now with Mike Richards. Mike, first appearance in the Conference Championship Series since 2019 for Greensboro College, third of the last 20 years. How does that feel? You're heading to the Conference Championship.
It just feels great. It's been a long season, and I feel like we've dealt with a lot of adversity. And in the end, we came together, all facets of the game, pitching, hitting, fielding, and it all came together at the right time. We're ready to go.
It's been kind of interesting for the pitching staff here recently with some injuries and guys having their roles shifted around a little bit. Talk a little bit about the mentality coming in today of you probably knew you were gonna be piggybacking with Stigura in the first game. Talk a little bit about how you prepped for that today.
Yeah, midway through the season, we had a little shake-up, but it was needed, and we all know we're gonna go support whoever pitches, and it's gonna be a staff effort, and we're gonna need everybody at the end of the day. And just today, I just knew once Stags he pitched really good today, and then I had to come in there and finish the job, and then even with the rain delay, I was able to get the last out, which was great.
I asked Rush Bowman this. I'm going to ask you the same thing. How'd you spend time in the rain delay? How did you able to stay focused?
So we played a lot of games and stuff like that. It was about an hour and a half, so we just hung out and hoping that the lighting was going to go away, I guess.
And now you turn your attention to Methodist next week. What are your thoughts on that series as you see an opponent that took 2 out of 3 against you earlier this year?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really tough series for us, but I think if we play our brand of baseball, I think we got a good shot. And, they're gonna come out. We're gonna come out. We just gotta get it good. If we start good, I think we'll be fine.
Here now with Chris Lee. And Chris, first off, we'll get the personal stuff out of the way. You set the single season record in hits so far, and we're not done yet. You still got more to go, hopefully. But talk a little bit about that. And was it kind of a little playful back and forth, the fact that you passed Brody Gardner, who's still your teammate?
It is funny because I was right there watching him do it last year, and this year now he's right there watching me do it. And we're not done, it's still a long season ahead, but I really want to break away and see how far we can really go, me and the whole team.
Your senior season, how cool is it to say, hey, we're going to the conference championship game?
It's amazing. This whole time, from the fall in August, we've been working really, really hard, and just to see stuff like this happen with this group of guys, it's just really great to see.
One of the cool things about this offense, and it starts with you and Barini and Gardner up at the top, is the fact that you're going to get production 1 through 9. Talk about how important it was, especially guys like Duffy and Schroer at the bottom of the lineup, to just continue that process back to you at the top.
They've made our jobs a whole lot easier, especially Tringo's. Just having, with the intentional walk today, going up to Evan Sykes, it's just, you got depth in the whole lineup, and it's just so refreshing seeing that the whole time.
This has just been a common theme that I've been asking everybody because it's a fun question. The weather delay, what'd you do?
The weather delay, we played Moth, and I ate food and drank Gatorade. That's all we need to do. All we have to do. Yes, sir.
You took a little bit of a spill out there in the outfield. Just checking. Everything all good there?
We're doing good. We're going to thug it out.
Excellent. We love to hear it. Well, hey, your thoughts on the Conference Championship Series next week? Methodist, a tough opponent, obviously.
It's a big weekend, obviously. We're going to set the tone for the years coming for Greensboro, and it's going to start this weekend, and it's going to start on Monday when we get to practice.
Joined now by head coach Chris Fennessy. Chris, what a wild weekend. we saw a little bit of everything. Weather delays. I didn't think I was going to see a metal bat break during the course of the weekend. A little bit of everything, but it all ends up with you guys heading back to the Conference Championship Series for the first time since 2019.
Yep. A fun weekend. A very long weekend. But obviously super proud of the group and super proud of what they were able to accomplish and the adjustments they were able to make throughout. I've told everybody since the beginning who would listen how special this group is, and they just showed it again. Proud of them.
Let's talk a little bit about the way these games unfolded today. Well, obviously it was great to see Stigura and Richards take care of the first game just by the two of them. Then Anderson comes out and throws incredible. Talk about how much that made your job easier from a pitching standpoint.
You know, talk about Hunter Anderson obviously finishing last night's game against Pfeiffer with a clean ninth inning, and then coming out today and laying it all out there. I mean, just the grit and the heart that guy showed was unbelievably special. And you know, he's an older guy. He's been there, done that, and it was just super awesome to see.
Offense obviously came to play again this year. We talked about how hard it was going to be to top last year's offensive production. You guys came pretty close in a lot of categories, if not passing it this year. But the power today, the big bats, Rinaldi and Bowman, and just the fact that, you know, these are guys at the beginning of the year didn't really know how much playing time they were going to see. Rush especially, and look what happened here at the end.
You know, Rush coming in at the break has obviously been a huge jolt. First team all conference, it speaks for itself. The weekend he had speaks for itself. Mike Rinaldi has been an absolute warrior, fighting through some injuries and getting himself back on the field. And a credit to him, a credit to Jaden DeWitt, and our athletic training staff getting him back out here. But it's like I said, this group's special. You know, the heart, the people that they are, the heart that they have. It's a lot of it's 50 plus guys that have one cause and have one outcome in mind, and it's want to do what's best for this group.
I don't want to play it up as saying it was a total rebuild or anything, but you've turned this program around from where you were your first year to where you are now. Talk a little bit about just what it means to be able to get to the conference championship.
It starts. I have the best coaching staff in the country. It starts there. It's plain and simple. Nick DeTringo, Justin Ebert, Christian Dix, Ed Porcelli, Cooper Ferguson. I have the best assistant coaches in the country, and it starts with them and the work that they've put in, day out, recruiting, developing. I mean, we tell everybody, you know, we're rooted in player development, and that shows. And you know, it's a lot of credit to what they do every single day. But like I said, it's just special. Like I said, this group group's different, and I'm excited that these guys get the opportunity to go do this, and I'll have a front row seat to it.
All the players told us during the delay they were playing games, eating food. I have to imagine there was more nervous energy for you than it was just relaxing.
It was, I don't want to call it nervous energy, but just wanting to get back out. I wanted to get these guys back out on the field and let them do their thing and do what we've worked for all this time, and and what we've prepared for. I wouldn't call it nervous energy, but just counting the minutes till we can get back out here on the field.
I don't want to take away anything from the celebration of tonight. Obviously, very, very well earned. How long do you allow yourself to be excited about this, be happy about this before turning your attention to next week?
You definitely celebrate this. You definitely don't just, you definitely celebrate this, enjoy this, because this is an accomplishment, this is a milestone. You celebrate this, and luckily we get to go to practice next week, which I'm super excited about. That's always, for me, that's my favorite part, and getting to be out there with those guys every single day, and we get another week of it at least, and we'll be back to work next week, but enjoy this and be ready to go play another weekend of baseball.
Well, I won't ask you anything about next weekend yet. You and I will have a little talk before the championship series next week, and we'll break it all down. But for right now, Greensboro College back in the USA South Conference Championship Series, led by Coach Chris Fennessy. This team is heading off to Methodist next week.